listening to.
Change is a choice, and if you choose to change, you're at the right place. Welcome to week 16, I believe. It's the 5th week of the Powerbuild program. This was a 102.5 squat times 8. It's a PR. It goes quite well. Also on Wednesday I compensate for my failed overhead press of previous week. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the camera quality changed. I bought a GoPro. This actually is my first GoPro, but I had to resend it, or I had to send it back to get another one because it had some hardware issues. Apparently it's quite common amongst GoPros. They actually ended up sending me 2 others, so I had to return the 3rd one. Here is my 120 deadlift. They are getting progressively better as well, but I find this the hardest exercise to progress on. I'm also not that good at deadlifting. That's it for this day. After this I will do some more Olympic lifts, including a snatch drill, and on day 3, the last day, I have a Olympic lifting fail for you guys. Enjoy.
You were listening to.
So on day 2, I trained with Gunter or Gunter. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. Gunter beats me on every lift, as you can see here. He's an absolute savage. Our speeds were quite equal at the beginning, but no, I mean I was faster, but towards the end I have to take a little longer breaks in between the repetitions. Here my colleague and Gunter are watching me bench press, which is pretty awesome to watch. This was just a light set. On Wednesday it's light squats, light bench presses, heavy overhead presses. Now you first will see Gunter's set. This was actually a form check, so his wrists are above his elbows. He has his shoulder blades pinched against each other, so he's totally tight in the bench press. And we went over to Steph, who was deadlifting. He couldn't quite find his stance this day. He was trying a lot of different stance widths on the sumo deadlift. That's why he's not going that heavy at all this day. So here is the 60 kilo or 132 pound overhead press times 8. This one I failed the previous week, also because I had a bad day that day, but as you can see here, I make it barely. I barely make it, but I make it, so it's all good. After this I went into more Olympic lifts. So first full clean. I don't know if I already do the, I will do the press movement as well. Another thing I'm focusing on while I'm overhead is that I will step backwards with my front foot. I don't do it in these clips, but coming next week, which is already this week if you're watching now, I will incorporate that movement into the final product. After this I have some more snatching. I don't film all my sets of the Olympic drills, but so this way you at least get an idea of what I do. Here I'm just explaining, guys, what I'm doing, and then you can notice that when I hit the bottom I lose my tightness in my back, but then I regain the tightness and go up. So after this snatch drill, or full snatch, it's actually my colleague and I did some extra volume. We did 4K, so 4,000 kilograms, in as many reps or sets as we wanted to do. His third set was still 35 reps, my second set was 45. I could quite feel the burn in my chest after these exercises. So this is a full commentary on day 2. Look at me being a monkey, now look at Steph being a monkey, and let's go to day 3.
You were listening to If you watched the previous exercises, which you of course did, because they are so cool to look at, you noticed that everything went quite fluent. So I was excited about starting next week, because all of this was a PR workout. I actually did this exact workout on Monday as well. On Friday it's always a little bit harder because there are less rest days in between compared to Monday. If you keep watching, you will see me fall on pat on the back, but actually on the head, to motivate me a little bit to get the last reps in, which worked. So what I was saying, after this you will see me do a clean, and the second time I try it I actually have a little accident. That's it for this week by Dedication Nation. See you next week. You were listening to listening to